Understanding the difference between what your character wants and what your character needs is the key to writing captivating character arcs. Hi, I'm Herne, and this is Daily Writing Advice. So, what does your character want compared to what does your character need? So the want of a character is their kind of external goal, the thing that they would tell other people in the story that they're after. What your character needs is much more nebulous, and it's probably something that's going to come down to emotions or relationships or fixing part of themselves. So to give you an example of the difference between a character's want and a character's need, let's look at the first Toy Story movie, which is a film that I love. And I think I've referenced it in previous episodes actually. So the main character, Woody, is a toy who comes alive and is owned by Andy. And Woody really loves Andy. So the thing that he wants is to be Andy's number one toy. He wants the most affection from Andy out of all the other toys. And at the start of the movie, he has this. But then another toy called Buzz Lightyear, who is a space cowboy, that's completely wrong, who is a space marine figure, comes along and he dethrones Woody, who is a cowboy. That's where I got the space cowboy thing from. And now Woody is having to compete with Buzz for Andy's attention and affection. So the thing that Woody wants is to be restored to his rightful place as Andy's number one toy. But what he really needs, and the lesson, if you like, that he learns by the end of the film, is that he realizes that he needs to get along with other toys and that he actually needs to share. That's kind of ironic to think about the fact that a toy needs to learn how to share when typically it's the other way around and the people playing with the toys need to learn how to share. But it's a nice kind of parallel there. So what Woody wants is to be the number one toy. He wants to be the number one source of affection for Andy. But what he really needs is to be an equal, to share Andy's love with other people. And those two desires cancel out. And we see throughout the film that there's kind of this shift, right? So at the start of the film, Woody wants to be the number one toy, and that desire is really high, and his desire to share his love with Andy is really low. But then as the story progresses, those things kind of reverse. So Woody's desire to be Andy's number one toy sort of goes down a bit throughout the film, and his desire to share kind of comes up. And then you reach a moment when they invert, and suddenly it's the other way around. And now Woody's desire to be Andy's number one toy is pretty reduced. And his need, his true need as a character, what he needs to grow, is to share, is to learn how to share someone else's love. And that becomes much higher. So, that is our episode. Consider in your own stories what your character wants, the kind of surface goal that they're after, compared to what they need, what they really require to become a complete person. I've been Jed Herne, and this has been Daily Writing Advice. Now go and write extraordinary stories. See you next time.